GT racing peaked 20 years ago, and today I'm gonna show you why. Vintage racing has a special place in my heart, and the GT class is no exception. Today we're checking out two mod packs from Racing Studio, one of the best modding companies for Assetto Corsa. We're checking out the GT Legends and the GTN Pack. For this, we're gonna take the Saleen S7R, a 618 brake horsepower monster. So let's hop into a race at Francorchamps and see how it goes. And there we are at the 2003 version of Francorchamps, starting 35th out of a packed crowd of GT1s and GTN cars. And slow start for us, but as you can see, people are already braking in front, so we're gonna try to bring it home safely, which is not gonna be easy. We have 5 laps to try and survive and make the best out of it. But I think surviving will be the hardest. And you will see why. As the AI is already doing its shenanigans, we're gonna try to take advantage of it. Ooh, some brake checking. Wow. And we go fly. Well, we might have to restart this race.
12 seconds later.
We're gonna brake early because I don't feel it. And as you can see, we are quite packed here. 35 cars might be a little bit too much, and hello there, you cannot park here. Well, this clears off the road a little bit, as we are now 24th, going down after the first sector at Spa, and as you can see, the track has not changed that much. Oh, sorry mate, that's on me, but why did you brake here? You didn't see anything, that was nasty. Okay, so as I was saying before, well, rear-ending someone, the track has not changed much. There's just a little bit more trees, a little bit less people, and actually the last part of the track, as you will see, has another chicane on it. But other than that, the layout is quite the same, but it's quite fun to see the evolution of a racetrack, as we're now catching up with the bunch of guys in front. Oh, a little moment for Ferrari, we're gonna take advantage of it, taking the outside, but he's gonna dive us. Gonna leave the space because I don't wanna die. As you might have seen, it's quite easy to just disappear into a wall here. So we're gonna maintain position, we're gonna take advantage of another mistake. Well, there comes another possibility. Braking a little bit early. And yeah, we're a sandwich here. No way we're doing a move. Well, we did. Nice one. There comes the end of the first lap. As you can see, we just went through the end sector, which is a little bit different. But other than that, that part, the track is the same. Now we go down, and we have ready on, as you guys know it. And that is what I love about this older GT racing. It's just similar enough to modern day GT3s for it to be familiar, but you have that extra spice, you know? You have no electrical assist, you have no ABS, no TC, nothing to save you. Just a super powerful 600 brake horsepower engine, and you have to do the best with it without dying. And that's the philosophy. Oh, when we talk about dying, there seems to be some stuff happening in front. Don't know how we made it out alive, but we're 18th now, so not too bad, as we're following this beautiful Freisinger Porsche. Fun fact, which is, this car is one of my favorite liveries of all time, with its shark teeth in front, and it actually won the 2003 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps while it was in a slower class. So a little fun fact about the car in front, which we're gonna try to overtake now, this beautiful 996 GTN Porsche 911. As we take the outside, will it be enough? I don't know, leaving the space. Now we're inside, so we might pull the move, and it's good. Nice little overtake on the Freisinger Porsche. Now we're following a Ferrari. Let's see if we can do the same. We have a lot of power. We are one of the most powerful cars on the field. Okay, a little bit of contact, but there was some friendly touches. Nothing to worry about. The track has cleared a lot. I see some yellow flags, but nothing to be worried about, right? I hope so. Oh, hello there, Dodge Viper. Thank you for the little bump. In case my door needed to close, now it's closed. But I was gonna say, that's one of the other things I really love in this vintage GT era. It's just the variety of car manufacturers, and the car are actually so different from one another. Very different cars. Oh, as we nearly die. Come on. So as I was saying again, very different cars. You have very different engine configurations. We have a V8, but in front we have a V12 Ferrari, if I'm not mistaken. We have some V10s, V12, V8, V6s for the Porsche. You have basically anything that existed at the time in racing. The cars were so varied, they sounded so good. And this is something I actually quite miss in modern day racing, is the diversity you had, well, 20 years ago. Oh, some moments. Okay, we're gonna try not to die from it. I have to be super focused. Well, not to have what you've just seen happening to me, which is nearly dying. Those cars were really so hard to maneuver. And this brings me to another point. I tried to think about it, but I cannot imagine gentlemen drivers that you see nowadays in GT3s, well, commonly driving them normally because they are super easy cars to pick up. I don't see gentlemen drivers then driving those kinds of monsters. Like, those cars take some serious racing skills to drive. You cannot just hop into it and hope not to die. Huge props to anyone who was driving those things super fast, because it's just a whole other story than modern day GT3s. I'm not saying that modern day GT3s are easy cars to master by any means, but there are cars that are quite easier to get into and just, well, be able to drive without crashing. When you hop into a 600 horsepower Saleen S7R with zero assists, well, you're certified to end in a wall if you're not a professional driver, and we are actually in top 10, just noticed. Not too bad. It's gonna be quite hard to catch the crowd in front. Ooh, wow. But we're gonna try. I actually know Spa quite well from ACC, so I should not be too slow, but I can tell you, with this car, it's a whole other story. The braking points are different, but the car is actually so fun to drive. And I can talk a bit more about the two packs we're using for this video. So, as I said, the GT Legends pack and the GTN packs, which are two packs from Racing Studio, which basically provide some of the best mods you can find for Assetto Corsa. There are paid mods, of course, but I can tell you that for the quality, it's absolutely worth it. If you are into, well, vintage GT racing, those cars are just so well done and they communicate so well. You really feel like you're into it. The force feedback is super well done. The sounds, well, you've heard it. It's so good. And now we are going back to the race a little bit. We are in 9th position, fighting for the top 8, I guess, as we're on the last lap already. Didn't even notice. I was so focused on, well, not having this happening. But there we are, not too bad of a result if we know that we just started in 35th position a few laps ago. I don't know if we will be able to pull out an 8th position. We can try, but we're getting quite closer to the V12 Ferrari, which takes the turn a little bit wide. We're gonna try to take advantage from this with a better exit. Gonna brake early here and nicely dive into the corner with a hell lot of understeer. We love to see it. That's the only downside of racing as in Assetto Corsa, is that unfortunately the AI has aged quite a bit, and you can see it here. It's very hard just not to die from the random braking points that the AI has, like here for example. I have it turned nearly to the max of the skill. Oh, that's gonna be a photo finish, come on! Did we get it? Oh no, we're now on the final lap, okay. There comes your fail. I thought we were already doing a nice little photo finish, but what we can try to pull is a nice little 8th position just on the ready on. We have a super quick exit. Oh my goodness. Well, that's one way to get into the top 5. Oh no, the race is finished. That's what happens when you just get rid of all the UI in Assetto Corsa. You don't even know when the race is finished. So the race was actually finished. and I thought I just did my best overtakes while we are actually in a cooldown lap. Anyways, this race was a ton of fun. I'm sweating all over my body because we had quite a few close calls, but this just goes to show how much fun it is to drive some older GT cars. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it, because I can tell you I've had a ton of fun. And until the next one, I wish you guys a great day. Bye bye.